It is midnight, so we are being quiet. I was gonna film this tomorrow. And then I went and saw Moulin Rouge tonight, the play. And it was fantastic. And it ended, and me and my sister looked at each other and we were like, and then we bought tickets to see it tomorrow again. So welcome to the next episode, I guess. And I'm moving, so I had to unhaul a lot of these books. I have a spreadsheet here. I know it's so nerdy. A spreadsheet of books that I already have my mind on. So we're actually going to start with book 1, which I know is on here. Just because I'm unhauling something, it doesn't mean like that it's a shame or a diss on your favorite book if I unhaul your favorite book. I really just have to be super picky about what books I'm unhauling right now. A lot of them are actually duplicates / books I'm just no longer interested in. Let's start with book 1 here. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is the Netflix tie-in cover. Big thing of this unhaul is unhauling duplicate copies that I own. I own 3 other versions of Six of Crows. I don't need the Netflix tie-in cover. Even though I do like the Netflix crows. Like, they are a good cast of crows. I don't need this edition. The Bone Witch by Rune Kupeko. This has been on my TBR for a long time. I never pick it up. It is a series. I don't own the others in the series. This is just the first book. That's another thing. If it's a series where I only own one of and I don't think I'm going to get the rest or like complete the collection, it's something that I'm going to be okay letting go of. This is a necromancy witchy book, and I tend to love a necromancy witchy book, but I have just never gravitated towards this one. So I think I'm going to let it go for now. Maybe I'll get it ebook wise later on. This is going to be a duplicate copy. So this is Legendborn by Tracy Dion. I am moving to Florida, if you don't know, with my boyfriend who already is there. He has this book, and I believe he either has the little hardback or he has the same edition I have, but it's already there. So there's no point in me moving it there just to unhaul it there. 3 Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake. This is a early 2000s or maybe 2016. I don't know. Is that really? That's not early 2000s. This is a series I'm still interested in, but I only own the first book, and I believe I own it on ebook or Kindle, so I don't need to own just the first in paperback. If I ever read them in the future and decide that I really love them, I'll rebuy them, but for now, I don't need a lot to take it with me. The Scarlet Veil by Shelby Mahern. I am keeping my Serpent and Doves, but I don't own the sequel to this. I don't need to own the sequel to it. I didn't really much enjoy this series. The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg. This is a book that wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate it. I think I gave it 3 stars. It is personalized to me though, so that's why I've been holding on to it, because I'm like, it's personalized to me, I gotta keep it. I'll keep the bookmark, why not? Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. Not my favorite book of all time, not my least favorite book of all time. This is probably the only Brandon Sanderson. I've read 2 of his books, keep that in mind, 2. This is the only Brandon Sanderson I've read by him, book that I read by this, that I actually didn't hate. I actually kind of enjoyed this one. It is beautiful. Like, it has some pretty stuff on the inside, but like, I don't need 2 copies of this on my shelf. Red, White, and Royal Blue, the Blue Collector's Edition. Another situation of we're gonna have multiple copies of it. I already do own multiple copies of this book. I don't need even more additional copies. I do love this book though. Okay, this one hurts a little bit. If you don't know, can you tell? Can you tell what that is? I am going to be unhauling the Kyoshi books. So The Rise of Kyoshi, The Shadow of Kyoshi, The Dawn of Yun Chen, and The Reckoning of Roku. This is another case of we're going to have duplicate copies. Ooh, wait for this one. Fourth Wing Holiday Edition, Onyx Storm First Edition, Iron Flame First Edition. I don't love this series, but it is hard for me to let go of first editions of these books. This feels like a good time to plug my Pango if you're interested. It is always linked down below. They might not all be on there at once because I'm going to slowly start unhauling them, and there are some that are going to be harder to let go than others, so I might hold on to them until I am for sure. House Moving Castle, another thing of a duplicate that we're gonna have. We get to the hard ones now that I don't want to get rid of. Marissa Meyer's Wires and Nerves Volume 1. You know what? I'm not doing it. I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them. They're gonna be on my shelf for now. I'm not prepared to let those go yet. So I'm holding on to them. Right, Cinder? I should hold on to them. Right, my baby girl? Yeah. This is perfect timing because it is the Lunar Chronicles, and it's the book you were named after. We're gonna have duplicates of those, but I don't want to get rid of them because I have such a personal attachment to my specific copies. And I know they're the same exact copies, but I don't want to get rid of them, and I don't know why. I'm so attached to them. I'm so attached. So I think we're just gonna have duplicates of them, and we're just gonna be okay with that. I don't know why. I think it's special because this little one is named after them. And it's like one of my favorite series. Unhauling Heartless. Oof, this hurts my heart. This hurts my heart. Instant Karma, Marissa Meyer. I'm not even looking at my Carrie Maniscalco shelf yet, okay? I'm not prepared. Start putting the books I know that it's really easy for me to rebuy for sale, and then hold on to like the first editions and the special editions that I think I'm gonna unhaul, but I'm not quite sure yet. I think we're gonna start with that just so it's easier. I'm gonna put them all in this unhaul, but if you don't see them on Pango Books, know that I'm probably having a really hard time saying bye to it. I'm contemplating getting rid of Sanctuary of Shadows. I hope I'm in focus. I'm probably not, let's be honest. I've heard this is just a bad book. I'm getting rid of Your Knife, My Heart. If you don't know the recent drama surrounding this author, I encourage you to look it up. We don't like ice unless it's in our drinks. This random copy I have of A Court of Wings and Ruin in the original cover. Just this one in the original cover. I'm never gonna get the rest of the series. Never. Only the first book came out in these editions, and it's never gonna be a completed series. And I still like Throne of Glass and ACOTAR, but I'm contemplating to get rid of like the special edition of Throne of Glass and this special edition of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't need these. I'm never gonna read them. Look at this precious girl. Witches Steeped in Gold. This is a Fairly or Owl Crate book. I'm just not interested in it even anymore, even though I love witches. This is the Shadow and Bone series by Leigh Bardugo. The prequels basically to... Why is my white balance so off? Hello? This is the Shadow and Bone series. Leigh Bardugo. This is basically the prequel I call just Six of Crows. Even though I know they came out before Six of Crows, and they're like the main series. I just prefer Six of Crows over Shadow and Bone, and it's another case of duplicate. Hello? Okay. Vintners by Devery Walls, 1 and 2. Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. Yeah. This is the Book of the Month edition. I really love Kat Cho's Once Upon a K-Prom, but I have not once graduated towards trying this book out. Gilded, Marissa Meyer. Oof. You know how hard it is for me to do those ones. This is another series of books that would be duplicates. That are covered in cobwebs. The Heroes of Olympus, Percy Jackson, Rick Riordan. These are my original copies. Get them out. Let's do it. Oh my god, this hurts my stomach. This hurts me. Okay. Cinder, Marissa Meyer. This is a random paper book I have. Paperback. It is signed by Marissa Meyer though. But I don't think I need this one random floating paperback of Marissa Meyer, even though it is signed. I do have other books signed by Marissa Meyer, like my Renegades copies. Cinder, Marissa Meyer in the new cover. These are stunning. I love them so much, and they just stopped making them. Stars Above, the new cover. Again, a stunning edition. They've just stopped making these editions, so it's really hard for me to say bye to these editions. Here's Chris. But Gavin does own them. He owns them in these specific editions. So I would be having multiple copies of Lunar Chronicles that we don't need. So this might be, I'm gonna be honest, I was fighting him on these. Not like actual fighting, but he was like, why do I need 2 copies? And I'm like, you don't understand how personally attached I am to these copies. I think they're so beautiful. This specific series, this specific cover of these specific books, these ones right here, they really hurt my heart to let these go. I'm gonna show you these books. I'm not putting them on my floor though. I'm gonna put these ones back on my shelf afterwards because I hate how empty my shelves are gonna look. Even though I know I need to start packing in the next couple weeks, I don't want to think about it yet. Chain of Gold, Barnes & Noble Collector Edition. I really love this edition, but they never made the rest of them. And I was really hoping they would. If they made the rest of them, I would be keeping this edition because I would love to own all of these that look like this for Chain of Gold, but they're not making them. And if they ever do, I'll just rebuy the first one. Another random Chain of Thorns edition, Waterstones. I have so many random editions of Chain of Thorns. So between the two, I think I honestly like this cover more. So I might keep that one. But I don't need all these different editions of Chain of Thorns. Lost Book of the White, an extra copy that I happen to own. Oh, this one has a signed book plate in it. Lost Book of the White, Waterstones editions. I think the Waterstones are pretty, like don't get me wrong, I think they're very, very stunning. But I only own one of them, and these are so sought after and so expensive now to buy secondhand because they only made a specific amount of them. I'm never gonna get the other copies of this, never. So it's just gonna be forever a single weird one I have on my shelf. So, bye. Same with, this is Queen of Air and Darkness in the Waterstones edition. Again, I think it's stunning. I think it's beautiful, but I am never going to be able to own the other editions of it. And if I can't, why am I holding on to it? The paperback editions of Lady Midnight, The Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare. Chain of Gold, Chain of Iron, Chain of Thorns, Cassandra Clare, paperback editions. City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, Cassandra Clare, paperback editions. City of Fallen Angels, City of Headley Fire, City of Lost Souls, paperback editions. Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, Clockwork Princess, paperback editions. Because that's a whole empty shelf now. Am I really just supposed to have a whole empty shelf? This is definitely the biggest unhaul I've ever done. The most dramatic too, for sure. Because I don't want to get rid of these. Well, some of them I do want to get rid of. Some of them I'm a-okay getting rid of. My camera's about to die. So I think this works as my first unhaul for moving. There is a lot of books here that I'm sad to be letting go of. I really am. And this is dramatic. It is 1 in the morning. I am emotional. I'm sure there's going to be more to get rid of. But thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time for whatever video I'm doing next. I really don't know yet. But gosh, this was hard. This, like, I wish I could be happy and cheery for you right now. I just can't. Like, this one was emotional for me. So I'm a little dramatic, but it's okay. All right, I will see you next time, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's a shorter video than I thought it was gonna be. It is a really big unhaul. Like, this is the biggest unhaul I've ever done. It's just crazy. It's crazy.